Hi guys, it's Jazzy Sims and welcome to my channel. So today I am making a video because I wanted to give you guys a tour of my save file that I am currently building. As you can see here, we have Port Sim 1. If you are such a great simmer and love downloading save files like me, this save file is created by Floral Sim. She is an amazing Sims 4 creator. She honestly, this is like my top favorite save file to ever play in. Her builds are so realistic, and especially for her storylines that she presents here as well. Um, but basically, my video, I'm going to give you a tour of what I basically added on to this save file that I'm building off of as my world and everything that I will eventually um, post let's plays and everything. Here we are in Port Sim 1. Here this is the majority of this was completed, especially the main builds. Here we have assistant living, we have the beautiful Bakeman Hall, and we have a pet clinic, restaurant, lounge, and of course another restaurant. This was all created by Floral Sim along with all the other builds over here as well. Um, and I have added a couple of families that was of some of the lots that were empty, and I also decorated some of the empty houses as well. And so I just wanted to show you guys. I guess I'll just introduce some of my families here. I have they are posted on my Tumblr page, which just so you guys can. I will also have it linked down below so you guys can check that out. So you guys can get a grasp of their storyline visually as well. Okay, so meet the family. I don't want to butcher the last name. But anyways, No went against his family's wishes by marrying Mora, who he met serving his food at his favorite diner when he was on business trips. After his family disowned him for not marrying an ideal woman, luckily his business was booming. 17 years later, with 3 kids, and they are doing great. Neil knows Black Sheep brother recently moved in with them along with his son who appeared in his life from a one night stand after his kid Nicholas, who was dumped on him recently and needed a place to stay. They need while he gets back on his feet, basically. Since he's starting his new job as a cadet. Okay. So this is Neil. This is No. This is his wife Mora. This is his brother Neil. This is their son Nathaniel. His son Nicholas. Their son Malia, and their recent baby Meve. Let's start with actually let's do Perez. Okay, so pregnant by 17, by her uncle's college buddy, Jonathan. It wasn't Jonathan wasn't Leilani's first and definitely not her last. They never saw eye to eye, but Jonathan sure had the hots for her, even though he was dating her cousin. After a fallout with her cousin, she slept with him out of revenge and welcomed Jimena, yes. When her parents found out, her mother shamed her and was kicked out. Currently living in an unstable home as a call girl, Leilani is grateful she secretly has her father supporting her and her sister. Okay, so we have the Rogers family, who I also have on my Tumblr page as well. They were really I loved working. I loved creating their story, and it was really great. Okay, so I'm just going to. Okay, I don't have their backstory, but I have it on here. Okay, so meet the Rogers family. Um, Frank and Juliet had it rough growing up. They didn't know that the last time that they truly felt happy. At least Juliet felt that way. Their father hurt them a lot, including their own mother, which caused her death, along with their unborn sibling. They had unresponsible parents and were not protective of them, but Frank did everything in his power to shield Juliet of her innocence. Their father Cam is currently rotting in jail while their mother is underground. They were thrown in the system and was even separated at some point until they ended up in Evergreen Harbor. At that time, Frank fell in love at fell not in love. At that time, Frank fell in with the bad crowd and made his way to the top dealer, Jules Vega, and his sister JC, who he did not get along with for a while, but in reality never knew what love felt like. So he followed his feelings until she gave him the green flag. Juliet realized who they were and tried to fight JC to at least keep her distance. But later, Juliet gets threatened by her brother himself, by Jules himself one at a nightclub one night. Apologies. With the drama unfolding, Frank went overboard with his drinking and he couldn't make it home. But luckily, Juliet was making her way back from a late meetup. After that, They recently moved to Port Sim to get away from the bad crowd, which is with his recent OD. Juliet could not let her brother die and has done everything she can to get him to safety, even if it meant getting some fast cash from rich guys. Frank is all Juliet has. He may be the older brother, yet she is the one that takes care of him. She knows Frank will probably fall back into his gang again, but hopes he makes smart choices this time. At the end of the day, at least she has her Raji to make her smile, which is their little doggy here. Yes. Well, yes. But yes, I will show you where they were originally from, which is from Evergreen Harbor. This is they used to live in, which is now known for where homeless people usually hang out. And not one, but two people have died here, sadly. They after their mother died and their father went to prison. Basically, they were the first two kids to actually join this orphanage here. That that joined this foster home, basically. Um, which is mainly run by Melody. I mean, he uses his house as resources, but yes, this is currently what they look like. But anyways, when dating Emmanuel in high school, Erica's parents weren't so happy. He was a senior and she was a freshman, but soon became pregnant with their first child, Juan, at 15. Future plans, going to college, and the judgment by their family all went downhill. With her recent divorce to Emmanuel, Erica is stuck managing her two boys while on Section 8 and will struggle with her bills, but her gardening jobs is not really cutting it. This is Emmanuel, and this is his ex-wife, Erica, and this is their son Juan and their little tiny baby Marco. So that's another family that I added so far, in here, and then I just added Luke and Leela just started moving in. I added these two, brother and sister. Okay, and here we have Oasis Springs, which is really nice. This is where actually Cam is at right now. This is the father of the Rogers family. Yes. Here I have two families moving. I had two families. I decorated this. I also decorated that. Decorated that. Decorated because like she placed it down some empty lots and some were furnished, but I decorated the rest. I mostly decorated the empty houses that she placed. But anyways, on to the next family. Arranged marriage wasn't in the plans for Rahim and Imani, and were against being married off to a stranger, but when they met, they clicked and open to the idea of being married, but they put it in their terms and now have been married for over a decade and are happy. Xavier saved Vivian from a messed up upbringing and from an abusive ex. They ran off to marry when she ended up having his baby. Life seems to be great, and with his brother's stay, he feels Vivian might be going back to her old ways. So this is Xavier, and this is Vivian, and this is his brother, Alexei. And then this is Rahim, Imani, and their kids, Jamila, Jamil, and Clark. hmm Okay, and on to the next family. These two are so adorable. Like Um, I don't have the original creators' names of where I got it from, but they are just adorable. And they're but look at Miguel, so cute, Mateo and Yolanda. So basically, I had their storyline be first meet in uni. In uni, Marco fell in love with Yolanda when their friend group collided. Their friends knew he was crazy for her, and she was clueless that a guy like him could like a girl like her. When he finally had the courage to ask her out, it took her some time to accept him because of her insecurities. After their beautiful wedding with friends and family, now living in a beautiful home with new baby Miguel, Mateo is an architect, and Yolanda is interior designer, another perk they bonded over. Hmm, so cute. Okay. Here we have another family known as the Sad Beige Mom. Fallon and Isabella have been raised by their proper mother, Victoria, which has been such a drag, but they should be grateful as their mother has them in a wonderful home in a wealthy neighborhood and is currently running for office. The girls have no father figure in their life, which is hard since they were bought at a clinic. Victoria spent most of her life building her career. She never settled but wanted kids. She loves them even if they give her a headache. Okay. Okay. And this is just like a regular, like, Jess, Mahogany, Jess, Sarah recently moved to Oasis Springs for an endless girls trip after graduating from the same university. Instead of settling down for or finding a corporate job, they decided to live all together and move into a town known as the greatest that has the greatest spots. They just want to party and get some and maybe find some summer love. Sorry. Anyways, and these two are cute as well. Brian met Zoe while on a traveling trip with her friends and immediately fell in love. He didn't think he had a chance since he was older, but she liked them older. Luckily for him, she was totally smitten with him as well, and her friends encouraged her to go for it. They had a beautiful wedding along with a beautiful baby boy, Nick. Brian is a police officer, and Zoe, for now, is a stay at home mother. Oh, and these cuties as well. I have them on my Tumblr page. Um, okay. Yes, they are adorable. Being young parents was not in Misa and Alden's plans when she soon became pregnant during their final year of high school. They were the school's high school sweethearts, and when with child, they both turned down their universities and chose to get married and live together. Luckily, their families contributed because they would rather have their kids and grandkids living in a proper home than be out on the street, even if they were a bit disappointed in their unresponsible actions. They love each other very much. Their plans were just moving faster than they planned, but they are glad they have each other and get through this together. They had baby Elena and recently just had Addie. So we have Misa and Aiden, and they have their daughter Elena and Addie. Abby. Okay. So we have Max, Jarrett, and Roman are childhood buddies who decided to stay to just buy a party house with all their parents' money and get the heck out of Wittenberg and have the time of their lives getting and this and that. Okay, so they don't have their goals, their life goals, but they just want to live out their 20s. Yes. Okay, so then we have her adorable. Kylie is an animal lover and a hard worker. After inheriting her grandmother's money while she's living in an elderly home, she's doing as she pleases when it comes to following her dreams and owning a farm and contributing to the community. She still visits her grandmother and Newcrest whenever she gets a chance, but loves working on herself. So this is Kylie's grandmother. And I am also using the what's it called? The sim real estate thing, the sim real estate mod, where you can basically transfer money as you make money, and it also goes into her account as well, so that she has a stable income while living there. It's back to Oasis Springs. I think I have one more. Yeah, one more person. Oh, actually, I have. I mean, I have these. This one doesn't have a backstory, but these are just trailer park kids. These two are siblings, and them are just by themselves. He has a sister in Strangerville, but I will show that later on. And then we have Margaret Bloom. Margaret grew up in a rugged neighborhood along with an abusive father. As soon as she turned 18 and graduated from high school, she skipped town and ran away. She saved money since freshman year and did anything to get money and keep it from her drug addict father. She was surprised he didn't find it in time, and she knew that it would be the end if he did. She wants to become an artist and get her name out there for the world to see her talents and not her scars. She's ready to start anew in Oasis Springs. Okay, and that's it for Oasis Springs, guys. Portson 2, this is what Portson 2 looks like, but I'm not going to show. I'm just basically, for this, I'm basically showing you guys what I put down. These are all made by Floral Sim herself, along with all these other builds as well. So I haven't really made any major edits to this. And same goes for Portson 3. Okay. And along with Windenburg, I put all these build downs. I put all these builds down. hmm So basically, here we have 𝘤𝘰𝘯𝘵 is a wealthy bachelor who thinks he's all that, getting the girls, spending money, going out to clubs and yacht parties, but it's clearly his daddy's money. 𝘤𝘰𝘯𝘵 lives alone and is sometimes can and would rather spend the day out than home alone to his thoughts. And then we have the Harley family. Tiffany is a very religious mother and is connected to her beliefs. Being a single mother was not in her plans. When it comes to settling down with the father out of the picture, dealing with a teenager is hard enough, but having one that is resentful towards you makes things difficult. That Felicia got in the bad crowd and started taking drugs in secret. Ty doesn't remember much of his father, but can't stand the hatred between his mom and sis, so he spends most of the time when he's at home in his room. This lot is empty and, up for sale. And then here we have the Davis. Martha and Henry are high school sweethearts, and their parents set them up since they both came from old money and were in the same business together. Instead of being out in retirement, they were wealthy enough to live out their days in their own home. They have a daughter with a family who luckily lives next door so they can visit their grandkids anytime. And we have her family, the extended family. Victoria met Miles at her family's business company when she was coming back from a girls' trip. He is a little older, but he just had to have her. He only found out about her father being the owner after they slept together. A couple years later, and married with twins, they both enjoy their life together, and wealth does help with that as well. Victoria visits her parents with her boys often so they don't spend as much time before their passing. And then this is a holiday home, and I also like added a couple like party places and romantic stuff, romantic getaways and everything. So that would be nice for my visuals when I like post more on my Tumblr page. This is I don't have a backstory for her, but she's just a regular bougie girl living in the life. And I think that's literally pretty much it for this world as well. I have a beautiful wedding venue here. Yeah, I think oh yes, this is a custom one. Yes, that's so pretty. But yes, this is also I could also show like a visual here as well. And this and that. Yeah. We got greasy goods, a bar, bubble tea. Who doesn't love bubble tea? And another restaurant here. Just a lot of downloads that I've done. Okay. I don't have any. I literally just finished seeing my Chino. All I did was just decorate. Well, not decorate. I've just put down builds and everything and stuff. So that's what I've had so far. Okay. I'm also currently working on Bridgington Bay as well. So I just started the other day. Delta Valley was it's not completed, but it's made by Floral Sim. Most of these builds are. I'm sure this one's MT. This one's probably half empty, so I haven't looked at this yet. I just added not a family, but I just added a couple sims down here. Basically they're like all a group of friends, and she got it with the background. But I'll read your bike story. If I don't even think I wrote a backstory for them. But basically I'll just show you. But yes, I just finished Strangerville not too long ago. I have a beautiful family here that I also posted on my Tumblr page. Hmm. The Marin family. They are both from Strangerville and met one night at the local dive bar on Western Night. And here is where they met, at this biker's bar. Kelsey came with her friends and Eric performed with his band. Eric and his friends are truck drivers by day and a band by night. Unlike his friends Ronan, Eric does not hook up with just anyone, and when he saw Kaisley during his performance, he just knew he had to talk to her. They both felt attraction from just one look and felt a pull between them. From that day on their friend groups on that day their friends group emerged. They hung out a lot, and naturally, some of the others in the group started to form personal relationships as well. One day, Kelsey found out she was pregnant, as she felt sick lately, and surprisingly, she was happy because it was with someone she really loved, and Eric was ready. Eric took time off to spend as much time with Kelsey and their upcoming baby. The group was very supportive of them when they had shared the news. And their new baby boy name is Donnie. Amazing. This is Kelsey. This is Eric. And I have a Pop's chocolate shot diner here. And then I have a, Strange Whale bar. I put a casino down by ADM. Amazing creator. Okay, so we have a little cute family here as well. This is Victor Everdream, Kinsley Price Everdream, Emery Price Everdream, and Ezra Everdream. And her parents live over here. We have Kaleho and Jalma. And then, speaking of the newbie family, this is what I was referring to about the girl in Delta Valley. That is her daughter, and these are her parents. Basically, she had growing up, she obviously got in with the wrong crowd. I mean, she's living with the, you know, whatever you want to call him. Um, and basically, she came home after her parents kicked her out. She came home. She returned home a couple years later, and she was pregnant. And so they let her stay and live out her pregnancy, basically. And after she had the baby, they said that you have a decision to make. You stay with us and have a family with us, or you're leaving and you're not taking your daughter with us. So she decided to go back to her baby daddy. And yes, now she's living with those guys in Delta Valley, living her rich, bougie life. Probably not bougie, but you know. And here we have this beautiful. Well, I keep calling everybody beautiful. They are beautiful, but anyways, so as I was referring to the guy in Oasis Springs with the orange hair, this is his sister, and this is his ex-girlfriend, and this is his child. I'll show you him one more time, which is Sid. Sid right here. Yep. And what's also strange about that is, that may be his child and his ex girlfriend, but them two are currently dating. Yeah. They were besties, growing up and everything. But, as they grew close, she knew that she liked girls. She wasn't sure about her sexuality. But, she sought comfort in her, especially when they got close after her having Bettis. And this is her brother. I mean, you can tell. You can tell. And this is Ronan, and this is Tristan. They are part of the band with Eric. So, yes. hmm And I have a couple of other people. But I just haven't placed them down yet. See, like I said, this is the Evergreen Brothers of him. Um, and this is the rest of the friend group that goes along with Eric. Um, with Eric and Kelsey and Ronan and Tristan. That's the rest of their friend group right here that you'll also see on the top of the page if you go check that out. And then here we have Vega from the Rogers family, from the Rogers storyline, and this is his girlfriend JC. And this is one of her clients, Juliet. Yes, them involved with them. Oh yeah, I didn't show you. This is the mayor of Windenburg. My bad. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do another portion of the video where I'm going to show you guys lots. Okay guys, that is all that we have for today's video. This is part 1 of touring The Sims with me. In the next video, I am going to show you guys lots. Some of the houses that I've decorated, and I'm also going to show you guys some community lots as well. And as presented here, as just a little preview, this is the wedding venue in Port Sim 1, which is such a beautiful venue, and I always use this one for my weddings every time that I use a save file. Just gorgeous. Just a gorgeous place. Anyways, thank you guys for watching my video. It's Jazzy Sims, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is too funny. As I was editing my video and stuff, and taking some screenshots for taking some pictures for Tumblr, and look what I found. Look what I found. Sheep. Yes, there are sheep. But the thing is, look at the sheep. Because what the actual heck is this? What is this? Oh my god, stop. Ew. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What the heck? Look at that. And when I saw it, oh, look, there's more over here. Like, when I saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, oh, how cute. And then I got closer. What the heck? See what I'm talking about? What the heck? Oh my god, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Oh my gosh, this is too funny. I need to get this picture right here. But oh my god, this is crazy. Look at it. All that sheep. All that edited sheep. It's ridiculous. I hope I'm taking screenshots. That is ridiculous. Like, when I say that is the most ridiculous stuff, that's the most ridiculous and funniest thing I've ever seen ever. Oh my god, it's still going. It's still going. It's just one. Like, none of them, nothing else is moving but one. That is, Anyway. I just wanted to show you guys that.